Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at room 13. So this is an interesting room because it has an entrance in the hall and then also an entrance from the servant escorter. So these doors here open up into the servants' quarters. This is the main one that opens up into the hall. And this door over here is actually bricked up. It was an entrance that was made into the servants' quarter that is no longer used. And then we have this beautiful stained glass window that looks out into the courtyard. The floors are original to the house. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Just beautiful. This is a very large room. As you can see, there are 3 windows in here, so it would have been filled with light. It's quite cool because it's really not a lot of rooms that were used by the servants in the house. There is a kitchen, of course, but this room, what would this room have been used for? I don't know, maybe storage. Maybe it was used as maybe offices for the accountants or something like that. I don't really know. But the size of the room isn't really fitting for any bedroom. I mean, if you compare it to the other bedrooms, it's much smaller than all the other bedrooms. And it's also much smaller than the kitchen. So it wasn't really used for cooking. It would be too small. I think it's a perfect size for like a reading room or maybe even a music room. And I love to imagine the servants. When they weren't working, they would come in here and play some music and read books and just chill out in here. Then they have this beautiful view of the courtyard. The doors are all original to the house. They have the original glass knobs. Everything is original. Nothing has been changed. I love it. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. This room is located right next to the library. So if you go through this door right here, it takes you into the library. Look at this beautiful archway. So pretty, isn't it? So look at the beams in here. This is why I love old houses. You have these beautiful wooden beams. In modern houses, they try to hide them. Here they're just showing them off. Look at how beautiful that is. If we go to the other end of the room, there's another door that goes into the library. And then in the corner here, we have one of these beautiful fireplaces. These are called Italian marble fireplaces. They were imported from Italy during the building of the house. They didn't make them in South Africa. They imported them. That's why they have these little cherubs in here, because it was actually a gift from the King of Italy to the person who commissioned the building of this house. He gave him 2 of these fireplaces. This is one of them. Wow. And then the other one is in the main bedroom. Let's pop into the library now. So this is the other side of the library. This is the entrance from the hall. And then we have these double doors that go into room 13, which we just came from. Then these doors go into the dining room. So if we go to the other end of the library, this is where the magic happens. This is where the bookshelf hides the entrance to the secret passageway. If you want to know more about the secret passageway, you should definitely watch my other videos. But this is the only bookshelf that moves in the entire house. And behind it, there is a secret passageway that leads to the billiards room. This is the entrance to it. It's a very narrow passageway. I can just about fit myself in there, but it leads to the billiards room. This is the billiards room. This is where the owner of the house would have played billiards with his friends. This is a very large room. And then we have these double doors that lead onto a patio. We have this beautiful stained glass window that looks out into the garden. And then we have the bar area over here. The floors are all original to the house. These are wooden floors. And then the ceiling is actually made of glass. I think it's supposed to be glass. I'm not really sure what it's made of, but it looks like glass. We have another one of those beautiful Italian marble fireplaces in here. And this one actually has the Masonic symbols in here. Okay, you see it? Yeah, look at that. And then we have the actual billiards table in here. This table is actually for sale. If you want to buy it, contact me and I will give you the details of the person who owns it. This room is absolutely beautiful. I love the glass ceiling. I wish it was real glass, but it's probably not. I don't know, maybe it is. But the wood is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Now we're going to go and take a look at the patio outside. This is the view of the patio from the billiards room. You have the glass doors opening up. Then you have these double doors opening up into the courtyard. Look at that archway. It's so pretty. This is a very large patio. It's probably big enough to fit about 4 or 5 cars in here. And then you have the fountain in the middle. And then if you look to the left, you will see the statue of a woman. She looks like she's mourning or something like that. What's just a statue? Don't read too much into it. I mean, this was the servants' quarter, so maybe she was mourning the servants. Who knows? But this is the view from the patio looking up towards the main house. It's a beautiful view. And this is where the owner of the house would have sat in the evenings with his friends. having sundowners, smoking cigars, playing billiards, just chilling. And then they could sit around the fire pit in here and chat. I'm just going to pop into the courtyard now. This is the view of the courtyard from the patio. You have the fountain in the middle, and then the statue. And then if you look up, you will see room 13, that's the window from room 13. And then you have the Roman blinds. It's a beautiful courtyard. It's a very big courtyard. And then this is the view from the courtyard looking into the garden. You can see all the greenery in here. It's so peaceful. This is definitely the place to be when you're staying at the manor. This is the view from the top of the stairs looking down into the courtyard. Just a beautiful view. I love it. This is the view from the other end of the courtyard looking up towards the main house. You have the statue on the left-hand side, and then the fountain in the middle. Look at how overgrown it is. Look at how beautiful that looks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next week for a brand new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.